The San Antonio Spurs in day one of free agency solved their biggest need, which is a backup center. But now the question remains, like, what do they need now? What should they go to look to acquire? Now, you could argue they really technically don't need anything for a team that, has a really young core that is trying to kind of work through and see kind of who are the guys that are leading the charge going forward. I don't think this is a year that anyone's going to expect them to win an NBA championship or anything crazy like that. This is just a year where it's like, hey, you got Dylan Harper, you got Carter Bryant, you got these guys. So I'd really like to see them get some veteran presence in there. Right? Can you get another, especially because you're losing a guy in Chris Paul, can you bring in a veteran presence? Ideally one that can maybe do some work as well. I do think Luke Kornet can provide that for you, but just to have that steady diet. Harrison Barnes, I think, is a guy that can, help with the wing depth and stuff. Maybe go get a veteran guard. Honestly, I'd love to keep Chris Paul. Just because, I think he'd be great for Dylan Harper and just helping him see the court, but he looks like he's going to back to a Suns or a Clippers team based on recent reports. But regardless, I'd like to see the Spurs just kind of, fill in the roster. Still got a couple roster spots. Fill in the roster with either just upside players that you're kind of like, hey, let's take a flyer on this guy, or just some key vets that could maybe potentially play a role, or even if they're just into the bench guys, that's fine. You have your young guys, you have your young core, but just kind of give you that leadership for such a young team. And I mean, even a young coach and stuff. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe channel, check out my YouTube, link in the bio.